What's up, people? I'm gonna do a last load of laundry because it's my last day here at home. And let me show y'all. I'm at the Coin Laundry. This is Arizona right now. Y'all see the clouds? So I'm at the Coin Laundry and lots of clouds. Okay. It has been raining in my home state of Arizona for 3 days. I think it's Hurricane Rosa, I think is the name of it. Hit the coastal area there for California and the southern part coming up into, we have southern part here in Arizona like Yuma, and that flooding and that weather has come into my state of Arizona. So we've had 3 days of rain. We've got severe flooding in the southern part of the state, but we also have flooding here in the Phoenix metropolitan area, metropolitan East Valley, North Valley. We got Laura put pictures up on her own Facebook, but we got some severe flooding. I don't know if I deleted pictures. If I haven't deleted pictures already, I'll put them at the end of the video. So this morning I got up. This is some rambles and just some information. This morning I got up and I in a response for something my boy Mike did. It's just a general conversation. So I'm rambling. He may not agree with me, and I'm okay. I don't really care if people agree with me or not. It's my opinion. But today I got up and I wanted breakfast. So me and Joe were supposed to take to storage unit, but then he's got a lot of stuff going on with his sister. I really didn't finish packing everything. I put my hands on all my clothes that I don't need, and I put that in a duffel bag. And I told him, I said, I'm coming back in 3 weeks, but it'll be ready to go. I'll have a bag ready to go, bag or bags ready to go off this truck. So I'm gradually getting stuff off, and then over the next few days, I'll be talking to some companies. So I'm trying to stay to the end of the year, but I don't know if that's really gonna happen. So let me this out. This is Starbucks. They got these little cheap cups. I got a nice cup, but I think I stored it. I had a nicer cup, but I think I stored it. I don't know. I had one of the glass ones, which I love, which cost me like $20-some, but it broke. I don't know how I broke it. I think I broke it when I was at my dad's place, and I was very depressed about this. It was a big one. But anyway, I'm probably going to Starbucks later anyway. I need to get on the internet. So I'm out today. Sometime today I'll be out. I'm going to go over here and watch like a load of laundry. And I might stop down here at Family Dollar for a couple of things, and then I'm going to head back to 75th and Ghetto Walmart. Or I might go over to Boba. I ain't sure. Bamboba. I think I got a free drink over at Bamboba. And I'm actually in for a Jersey Mike's. I might go get a Jersey Mike. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pick up a prescription too. Anyway, those rambles. So let's get to it. So there's been a lot of flooding here in Arizona. But anyway, I went to have breakfast this morning. I got to tell you about my breakfast thing because it totally just turned my stomach. So I found a little place called Jenny G's over here in Phoenix off of 75th Avenue in Indian School. Old school, hole-in-the-wall place. Used to be like a Coco's or a JB's restaurant. Little Asian lady owns it. And it had very good ratings on Yelp. It had like 4.5-star ratings on Yelp. And I looked at the menu, and the menu was cheap. $10 breakfast. And your breakfast could be like 8 sausages, 3 eggs, country fries, or what else? Or hash browns, and pancakes, unlimited pancakes. Usually 1 set of pancakes, 2 pancakes. And I'm not a huge pancake person. I'm more of a, personally, I like French toast more than I like pancakes. But that's the deal. So I was like, okay, so this morning my budget was tight. So I said, well, let me go and get up. I'm going to go get some breakfast because I've told you I'm trying to eat a little bit differently. So I'm trying to eat usually before 7 or 6 o'clock in the evening. And last night I did soup over at the little faux restaurant right where I was at. So I did soup about 6:30. And it was just a bowl of pho. And it wasn't anything major. And that's what I had. And some, what they call them spring rolls. It's the ones that are lettuce. It's like lettuce and mint and shrimp. And then they have a sauce, and it's cold. They're not hot. They're not like fried. So I had that for dinner. And then when I got this morning, I was really, really hungry. So I was like, okay, I'm hungry, and I gotta take meds. And I gotta take my meds. So at this point, actually, I gotta take my meds. And let's think I'm gonna do this different. Yeah, I'm gonna try something different, y'all. Yep. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try something different. Anyway, I take my meds. I got up this morning. I was hungry, so Joe was gonna meet me, but he had a lot of stuff because he manages some of his sister's stuff. Sister's has Alzheimer's, and so he's been helping out a lot. They're trying to manage her because her husband passed on a while back, and she's got a lot of properties and other business stuff. She has commercial property that the husband left her, and he's trying to help with that. And then he had to get a brother to go over and handle stuff at the apartment complex because they had some stuff that happened, and just a lot of stuff I guess happened this morning. And then he's still a massage therapist, so he has a few clients that he's kept, and he has some appointments tonight. So I was like, bro, let's do this when you get back. So we met up real quick outside of here, which I guess his sister usually goes to this little restaurant. So I go in there, it's a hole in the wall. You can tell it's old. And I was like, went to the... So when I go to a restaurant, one thing I do, if you go to a restaurant, it's older and you don't know how clean it is, go to the bathroom. If the bathroom is nasty, the kitchen is usually nasty. That's just a rule of thumb. If you see critters in the bathroom, there's critters in the kitchen. I went to the bathroom. Bathroom was clean. Last time I went here yesterday, had breakfast. I had a really good breakfast with Euro meat. It had a Euro meat, like for a Euro sandwich, and it was eggs, Euro meat, pancakes, country fries, and I had coffee. And this morning I was gonna do what they call a hungry man breakfast. I got hungry, and that was 3 eggs. Oh, and I made it like an omelet. It had like spinach and feta and tomato and onion. So pretty much, an omelet, like a veggie omelet. So I get up in there. I'm hungry as hell, y'all. Fluffy is hungry. I'm so hungry, I don't know what to do. So I said, I'm going to take the hungry man. The hungry man came with you could do I think it was 8 sausages or 8 pieces of bacon or half and half. And so I said, yeah, I'm going to do all the sausage. And the order was wrong. She did half and half. Then I told her I'll take the pancakes opposed to the toast. And the pancakes or toast are unlimited. But I asked her, I said, I don't want syrup. They have the frozen, just regular strawberries. I want those, and I want some sour cream. And I put that on my pancakes. Like I said, I'm not a huge pancake person. When I do, that's how I do them. So I don't like the strawberries that are in a sweet sauce. I like them just frozen in their own juice or whatever, which is what they had. And then I just mix it together with the sour cream. And so that's what she brought me. But she didn't do it right. Originally, she brought me, and I told her all on the side. She put on top some of the strawberries, and on the top she put whipped cream. I don't want whipped cream. So I had to scrape the whipped cream off. That should have been the sign things were not going to be a good breakfast morning. So I'm sitting there, and next to me is a couple who were truckers. The husband was a trucker, and he works for Schneider. And we got to talking. He says, have you been on the road yet? And they're originally from Florida, but they moved here to Arizona. He said, we didn't expect this for Arizona. I said, it happens every so often. I said, but it's been getting bad lately. We talked about global warming, and we talked about just trucking, and I told his wife she should drive because they make more money. And then she said, well, we got little ones. We had a really good talk with the little couple next to me. They get up and leave, okay? Every table around me is dirty. The lady has been so busy, she ain't even been able to clean the tables off. Unless you sit at the table, every table was full of stuff except for the table. My table was the only clean table when I walked in there. So I had to sit at the table that was the cleanest table. Everybody else had either left or it was 4 tables that were full of people and the rest of them were empty and only 1 clean table. Another sign. So we're sitting there, I'm grubbing, and that couple leaves, the little Spanish family leaves. There's an old white little handicapped man over at this table. He talking to me a little bit, and we talk. I'm eating, and all of a sudden, in the corner, the ceiling falls down, the light falls down, and the roaches come out. I'm done. Couple cockroaches, And when the ceiling falls and everything falls on the floor, they scurry across the floor. I'm like, I'm done. I can't. Shannon's done. And so I call them over to tell them the light is hanging. And the lady who owns the place, or who's a manager, who I guess owns the restaurant, she doesn't own the facility. She's leasing the restaurant from a landlord who she said, I keep telling him every time he does this bend, they fix. She got buckets all over the place where this damn thing is leaking. And I was like, well, I'm done. My appetite is gone. The roaches coming. Yeah. So anyway, I left. And yes, they still required to pay. I ain't leave no tip, though. I went ahead and paid them because I don't want no drama. Like, because I'd already eaten half the sausage. I'd eaten half the meal. Because otherwise, had it happened to me, I'd be like, ma'am, I'm not paying for this. I can't. I can't. But it just totally turned my stomach. So that was my morning drama this morning. And so I'm getting ready to wash whatever last little bit of clothes I got. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to wash this shirt because I did waste something. I might put on a different shirt. I wasted something on here, so I might put on a different shirt. Yeah, I'm good, guys. It was an experience. Yeah. So that was my morning this morning. Still got work to do on the truck. They give me a load, but then I guess they canceled the load. Because I called them and told them, look, because they talking about picking it up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, load don't deliver till tomorrow in Colton, which is 300-400 miles away. And I was like, I called and said, look, I'm not picking that load up. Because I told them I'm not coming back on the clock till 23:58 tonight, 23:59 tonight. I got some stuff I'm going to do. I'm not coming back on the clock till this time. Y'all do what you want to do. And lo and behold, I don't know if I'm going to this one. Yeah, they're starting to bring in. I was going to go to this Claimants, but I might go to the other laundromat. I don't like this laundromat. I really don't. I might go to the one up the street. We got free laundry at my terminal, but I got to haul it all the way across the damn yard. Whereas I can park right next door to I can park this close, or I can park next door. So I might not. I'm probably gonna get a Jamba Juice, y'all, because right now it just really messed my stomach up. My stomach is like it just really jacked me up. So anyway, this video, Rambles. Here's what I want to talk about. So let me go here. This is just some trucker doll shit in mindset. So my boy Mike, he's a trucker. We were in truck school together. Love him. He's a veteran, retired veteran. 2 tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, something like that. He did almost 3 tours altogether. 1 in Afghanistan or Iraq, and then 2 in the other one. Anyway, and he's the one I told you to pick the bodies up from the ground. And I love you, Mike. I do love you. It's all love, homie. You my boy. You my peoples. But I don't agree. So I had to do a video because you're not the only one that has put this up, and it's a false mindset, okay? In my humble opinion, and my viewpoint. So when we came to America, it was quote unquote supposedly Christian, quote unquote white folks. Now I personally, and I mentioned this in other videos, I don't like the term white and I don't like the term black. I hate it, absolutely hate it, because it's not a true term. It's something of a mindset, and it's something that was put out to people. And I think it's a detriment. Actually, I know it's a detriment to our thought process and mindset. We went from the N word to them being called colored, and then to us saying, well, I'm black. Then those of us who got some sense and some education, we called it what it was. We're born in America. We're of African descent, some of us not knowing where we're from, what part of Africa. I do know my father's side is from Ethiopia, okay? I was watching T.D. Jakes talk about he knows part of his people are from Nigeria, okay? So, of Ethiopian descent on my father's side, I don't know where my mother's side is initially from. We now have these test kits you can do, which a part of me wants to do it, but part of me is concerned about doing it, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But they can track the stuff on a government level, and they can go and subpoena those DNA records. That's a little bit too much in my business for me, and I don't like the fact to me my privacy is is basically invaded on my DNA side. That's a bit much for me. But in our government is in everything. We even invite them now into our house with all the technology we have. They could, I mean, people can hack your home now and see what's going on in your house with your security systems. Now they can see in the house because you put the cameras there for Big Brother to watch you. I mean, there's so much going on now, and people aren't really. We do it for the technology convenience of it, but at the same time, we don't think of the full scope of what we're doing. So, back to what I was going to say here. My
home messaging.
Oh, navigation, go back. I actually ended up trying to think of how to put this.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time. Home messaging.
Mike put up something on his page, and what he put up on his Facebook page was he showed Jesus as a black man. That's what he showed. And what people wanted to, and he showed him with the darker skin and the nappy hair. Now, this video, I'm going to do it on my trucker channel, but I might also put it on my Christian channel. I'm just going to say. We have to be very careful. And I think it's actually, stop getting caught up in dumb stuff. Stop. We know that when we came to America, people wanted Jesus to look like them. So the Anglo, and I prefer the term Anglo-Saxon, which means the European white, or Europeans of a different pigment, or pink, or you want to call it a white pigmentation to their skin. They portrayed Christ when we came over here as this blonde, blue-eyed, pretty God. Okay? Now, the Bible gives descriptions of Christ. And you can go look, and it says that his skin was bronze and his hair was as wool. Now, wool could mean a couple different things. It could mean wool like nappy, like a sheep, or it may mean thick. Okay? Bronze does not mean always this brown. It could be like an olive or a yellow brown. So the thing is that what we do know about his physical, I'm talking about spiritual, his physical heritage was that he was of the Jewish line, David. We are trying to fit Jesus into who we are on a spiritual level, on a physical level. Stop. Stop being caught up into the physical, people. If you're going to say I'm Christian, then be Christian, and Christian is a spiritual thing. Christ coming down here while he came in a flesh suit to understand us, everything he did was spiritual. I'm just saying. So this is that kind of conversation with y'all. We need to be caught up in the spiritual side of things. No, Jesus was not blonde and blue-eyed. That's not what is described in the physical sense. Absolutely correct. You also don't know if the description is describing his spiritual body. Because there are spiritual bodies. Don't believe me, talk about angels. Just saying. So, what we do know is, if you want to know what ethnicity he was a Jew. He was a Jew. He wasn't African American. He was a Jew. He wasn't of African descent. He was a Jew. Stop. Don't get caught up in dumb stuff. Get caught up in the spiritual stuff. What did he come to do? He came to save us, redeem us. He came to give us a bridge back to God from the fall of Adam and Eve. Could Adam and Eve been a African American line? Possibly. But for whatever reason, God chose, he said, I chose the Jewish people. They were the chosen people. And then he grafted the rest of us in if we want to receive him. Stop being caught up in this stuff because you're caught up into a mindset that is poisonous. That's the only way I can put it. This whole white-black thing is poison. It's poison to us as humans. We need to be caught up in ethnicity. When you go look at an application, Latino community, what ethnicity are? Don't ask them what color they are, what race they are. I'm getting to the point I just want to put human, because that's what race. Race, we're human race. My ethnicity is African American. I'm of African American descent. And actually, it's even broader than that because my grandmother's Native American. So African Native American descent. Ethnicity. What's my ethnic background? Stop being caught up in the color of skin. That's the problem with America. We're so focused on colors of people. And we don't want to do that with our spiritual life. Don't go there. Let that go. Be caught up in the relationship with the Lord. And if you want to know who Christ was in the physical realm, because that's important to you, he's of Jewish descent of the line of David. Don't believe me? Go research it. I ain't going to lie to you. And I'm not going to give you scriptures. I'm going to make you work for it. Go work for it. Go research it. He's from the line of David. He's from the line of David. Therefore, he's of Hebrew Jewish descent. There you go. That's his ethnicity in the physical world. And there are reasons he needed to come through that line. And I'm not even going to go into that later. I can go into that on my other channel. But that's what it is. So to my homeboy Mike, it's all love, homie. Don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in that racial stuff. Be caught up in your religion, in your relationship with the Lord on a spiritual level. Don't get caught up into this color bull crap that Anglo-Saxon American brought to the table. And we're dealing with that right now with the underbelly of what's going on. And if we start deciding, I want to change it, we need to change it from the N word to the Negro word to the colored word to now we call ourselves black. And really we need to just change it because we are not, I met you, Mike, you and I both are not black. Our skins are brown. We're different tones of brown. And there are some people of African American descent that skin is so dark it is almost black. But that, you can't put everybody in the same category. Black is the color of my phone. Black is the color of these shorts I got on. Black is the color of this thing back here. Here's my skin tone. Am I black? No, I'm not. I'm brown. And there is a segment now of brown. Stop America with this color crap. And I hate it, and we still use it, and I use it because we're so used to it in our vocabulary. But really, it's the ethnicity of people. And stop worried about it. Is a person a decent human being? That's what we need to get down to. Or I don't care what ethnicity you are. Are you a reasonable human being? Are you decent? Are you a butthole? If you're a butthole, I don't care what ethnicity you are. I want nothing to do with you. Pray for you and keep it pushing. Anyway, that's my rant today, guys. I don't know where I'm going because I was supposed to be going to Colton, California. I don't know if they canceled it because they might be flooded trying to get their behind into Arizona. Woo, baby. So I don't know when I'm getting out of here. I'm okay because I was hoping not to get out of here until tomorrow morning. So we'll see. Anyway, y'all, peace. I can sleep tonight, and I'm going to head to the town and sleep tonight and then get a load in the morning. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, y'all, 2 and 2, be blessed. Peace.